Okay. We are out here. Today I'm grateful to show up. Period. Today I am grateful for the chance to show up, to be here, to speak my heart, my mind, not in fear, but in trusting what feels right and true and good initially, and then is followed hopefully by the brain and rationalization and validation through the collective. So I have a bunch of notes here. I'm going to be all over the place. I want to say big love and big shout out to Bobbio for showing us how to do this from the car. We don't need anything fancy. We don't need anything fancy to do it. We can do it with an iPhone. We can do it with a MacBook. We can do it in person, without a microphone, with a microphone. But the fact is, we need to do it. It's worth doing it. Somebody's got to do it. Who's going to do it? If we don't do it, who's going to do it? So I'm here to express that and help us do it. Anyone who feels compelled, inclined to share this truth, this technology, who sees it and is willing to point to it, even if they don't know all the answers, even if they don't have social validation, market validation, even if all the odds, all the perceivable odds are stacked against us infinitely, exponential odds against us. But we still know this solution exists. A tech exists that is rooted in truth itself by default from the get-go. It's the essence of the protocol itself. And that's the Internet Computer Protocol. That's the Internet Computer Protocol that I'm talking about, ICP. And it's time the world knows about it. Full stop. It's time the world knows about it. If you know about it, if you see it, if you believe it, then what do you do about it? That's your choice. Do you share it? Do you spread the word? Do you point at it? Even if there's a cost, regardless of the price, action, regardless of the metaphorical price, regardless if you get made fun of, mocked, you're not believed, shunned, suppressed for it. But you know it's worth doing in spite of all that. Do you do it? Do you show up? Do you speak? Do you speak out on it? Do you share? I do. I choose to share it. That's what cloud is. That's what cloud is for me. We don't ask for anything. We share, we give, we show. We create media to spread this message about these solutions so people can see it, so people can hear it. Even if we're wrong sometimes, even if we don't know the answers. But we know people do know the answers. And the people that care, the people that see it, they will follow and support the cause, the mission, the learning, the sharing, the collaboration, the harmony, the building. Because we all want harmony. Right? I mean, I think that's safe to assume. If you don't want harmony, what does that say? But I think it's safe to assume if you're living, breathing, whether you're living and breathing or not, I guess is part of the question here too. But if you're living and breathing, and harmony is the best way forward, if harmony, peace, collaboration, equity, and trust is the way forward, that is the way forward. That period. Like, that is the way forward. So let's choose it. Let's choose that. And if you don't speak up, you're not choosing. If you don't speak up, you're foregoing your choice. You're acquiescing. Right? You're complying. You're standing by and watching. You're not living, essentially. Is that fair to say? So me, I'm grateful to be alive, to be able to share, to be able to show up. This is the newfound attitude I've stumbled upon. And this is the attitude I choose to show up with daily. Gratitude is the attitude. It's the vibration. It's the signal. And I'll be damned, I'm grateful I found ICP. I'm so grateful I found the Internet Computer Protocol. I'm so glad that a better way forward has been built. Solutions have been built that we don't have to be afraid of anymore. We don't have to fear AI. We don't have to fear big tech anymore. We can choose. It's our choice. What do you choose? Where do you live? Where do you do your work? On a protocol rooted in truth, inherently? A physical realization, manifestation of truth? Physical and digital manifestation of truth? As protocol? Or the alternative? We all know the alternative we've been living in. Extraction based, empty. Phone fell off the stand. That's how you know it's not AI. Oh, I'm in the car in the Ford Escape. It's breaking down. It's breaking down. I gotta get it fixed. Can't really afford to. I've been spending too much time and energy and money trying to show the way. Don't have time for a new car. And that's okay. It still runs. I'm still sending it and trusting. And if I break down on the side of the road, I trust that help will be there. And if I saw someone break down on the road, right here in my neighborhood, I would be honored to help them. So this is the spirit we choose now. Harmony, collaboration, sharing, giving without expectation, giving with full faith that what you're giving will be reciprocated naturally. Equitably, that's a hard word. Equitably, right? This is my new paradigm that I choose to show up for and speak out. And I realize I've been getting in the way of myself for a long time now. For a long time now, I've been getting in the way of myself. I've been scared to show up fully. Scared to have the microphone. Scared to be wrong. scared to not be ready, scared to not be perfect, scared I might stutter, scared I might say the wrong word, right? But that fear keeps us bound and chained and dead. Fear keeps us dead. If we have the God-given right to express our truth, what version of truth we choose to perceive and participate with, experience, contribute towards, then we must do so. We must express our truth. We must speak. We must speak. We must speak up. And I haven't been comfortable to speak for a long time. I haven't been comfortable to speak. I've been working on it hard. I hope it shows. That's what the channel is, me trying to speak out on this and show and share this knowledge with others who will resonate with it, receive it, and do whatever they're called to do in their hearts and their minds and their souls. So that's why we're here. And boy, is it a privilege to be here. Holy shit. I can't believe it. I wake up some days, it's literally, I can't even believe how beautiful this is all lined up. The phone is falling off the stand still. I need a better setup. Studio hasn't been built yet. Life's just been off the rails since I moved a few months ago and haven't had time to set up a studio, and that's okay. We don't need a studio. Damn it. Okay, this is gonna hold. We don't need a studio. We just need a voice. We just need to show up. That's the message. That's the lesson. So I have a full page of notes here that I haven't even looked at. I'm just trying to go totally off the cuff, off script, from the heart. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hearing it. I hope it resonates. I hope it resonates. So, let's get to the notes. Why not? That's what we're here for. Out in the car. Shout out Bobby O. Big shout out to Bobby O for the delivery hack. If you're in the car, you can never fail. All right, why won't this phone just hold? Okay, it will. Okay. Okay, scripted portion. I was coming out of a 2-day fast, water fast, with some green tea and some mushroom powder. Let me know in the comments how I could have fasted differently or more optimally. If that's cheating, having the sugar, I realize it cancels out ketosis and a lot of the benefits we seek when we're fasting. But I was just playing it by feel, and I knew I needed to give my gut a break and to monitor the inputs and outputs. It's important to do that, right? In life, more important now than ever, actually. So that was my exercise in this. And it was a trip. It's been a trip. I'm still on it. Spoke up in the spaces, the ICP spaces for the first time, virtually ever. I did maybe a year ago now. And I just literally have not felt comfortable to speak up in these spaces because of my own self-limitation, essentially, I'm realizing now. And the fear of adversity, the fear of friction, the fear of doubt, the fear of being mocked, the fear of, not understanding technical terms, not having technical answers to back up what I'm pointing at. But I'm realizing that that's okay. Always, that's okay. And it's always worth pointing, knowing this is my prayer. This is my prayer, that it's always worth pointing at what you know in your heart is right and true, even if you don't fully grasp or understand it, in the hopes that others will see it and believe it too. And how are you going to use it or come together with others to build on it without seeing it, without hearing about it, without looking into it, without opening up the chance for it to be real and possible? So that's why we're here, to see, to believe, to work together, to come together and work together in harmony, in peace, in trust, in equity, in honesty, in truth, in love. Dare I say it? In love. I think that's maybe the most important of all the words, is love. Truth-based, love-based. So this is how we show up. This is how I'm choosing, rather. This is how I choose to show up for the world, for myself first and foremost, which is inherently the world for all of us, right? Each one of us is our own self, and we are one in each other. There is no other. There is only one. When you zoom out far enough. So if you know that, then how do you live by that? How do you live that out? How do you show up for your brother, for your sister, for your mother, for your father, for your children's children, for all of life itself? Here now, past, present, future. It's our choice. It's our choice. But we have to show up and speak our truths and our needs and our wants and our proposed solutions and our problems we love to fix, we need to fix. And enough is enough with the old ways. Enough is enough with the old internet. We can't trust it. We can't rely on it. It goes down every other week. Hospitals go down when these things happen. Critical infrastructure goes down. That's no longer an option. We realize that now. This is my prayer. So knowing that, knowing there's an ever-increasing need for a solution to these problems, if you know that the solution exists and has existed, it's been here waiting for us to see it and use it and share about it, tell our friends and family about it, coworkers about it, community, tell our communities about it, we can start solving all our problems on a local level with these solutions on this truth-based layer. How wild of a concept is that? How miraculous would that be if that was true? If that were true? Well, I believe it's true. Do you? It's up to you. It's your choice. Do you choose to see it and believe in it and participate in it and show up, even if it's not quite ready? Even if there's no validation in terms of stats, metrics, money, social validation, against all odds, that the matrix has stacked literally like mountains, like a mountain range in front of us. In spite of that, if you know there's a better way forward, it's been built on these principles, on truth as the principle, along with all the first principles. If you know that exists, is it still not your duty to point the way, to show the way, to speak up so others can see it, right? So that's where we're at. I've been ranting. That's a long rant. Holy shit. Thank you for listening. I hope it resonates for some. for all. This is my prayer. So I'm going to read some notes. I'm just going to be straight up with the notes. All right. So this video is a prayer for humanity and for the world. Which version of the world do you choose to show up for and live in and speak up on? We all have this choice. What a miraculous choice that we're being offered every day. Every breath is miraculous, literally. We forget. It's so easy to forget. But all of this miraculous machinery does not exist without the breath that perpetuates, like in the background, without a thank you, without gratitude so often. So like, how important and powerful is that to honor that and see that and say, thank you for my breath. Thank you for every day that we get to show up, be here, that we get to work. Work is a privilege because it means we're alive. We get to choose the work we want to do. Now, this is the work I've chosen to do. I'm realizing fully. This is my work now. This is our work now. Those of us who are here, who see this, who believe in this, to speak up in whatever capacity you can, with or without a microphone, with or without a camera, nice camera. On X, it's time to honestly get off of X and get into the community and speak locally. And that is what I am most called and inspired to do at this moment in time, is to share with my friends, family, community, loved ones, enemies. There's no such thing. I don't believe in it. They can use this too and then benefit symbiotically. They, whatever the fuck that means. They are us. We are them. All is one. So there is no enemy. There's no... Fear is the enemy. Fear is the only enemy. But when you look it in the eye, it disintegrates. It dissipates. You realize it was an illusion. What a trip. So let's look the fear in the eye and speak our truth and realize there never was anything to fear. The solution is always there. It's been there, waiting to be seen and appreciated. And what an honor it is. What an honor it is. We see it. We've seen it. We get to share it. We get to spread the word. We get to put in the work towards this, to promote this, to share this dream, reality. What's the difference? It's up to us to choose what that looks like for us, what that means for us, what we believe that is, what we believe that is. And that's what becomes real. So knowing this, what do you choose? How do you show up? I choose to show up with gratitude. Gratitude is the attitude. I choose to show up in love. I choose to show up in peace, in trust in the universe, in equity, in balance, in first principles. That's what this is all about. This is my prayer for the world. I haven't keep talking about getting into the script and I just run off the rails, and it's okay. This is what's needed. Finally. Just let it run off the rails every now and then. Sometimes you got to bounce off the walls to get to where you're going. Heard that from someone very special yesterday. It was extremely encouraging and inspiring and validating that we're on track, that the internet computer is on track, that Dom is on track. Against all the odds, against all the perception, the negative perception that's painted pointed at him, fabricated narratives that are drawn up. It's all bullshit. He's been building this whole time towards truth this whole time. And it's built, it's there, it's ready to use. So let's fucking use it. Let's fucking use it. Thank you, Dom, for building it. Thank you, Definity. Everyone who's ever contributed, within, without Definity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for doing the honorable work, the necessary work to provide for better reality, to provide for more harmony, collaboration, unity, beating these fucking walls down, beating the walls of division down that we made up with our minds with fear, that we built with fear, built upon fear. Fuck that. There's nothing to fear. Break the walls down. Like the fucking Kool-Aid man, we're breaking the walls down. That's what we're doing now. That's what ICP's doing now. ICP's like the fucking Kool-Aid man, breaking through the wall of fear and illusion and division and scarcity mindset, of extraction mindset. That's the old way. Death to the old way, birth to the new way, the truthful way, the right way, the equitable, balanced, just way. Is that not decentralized infinity? That is decentralized infinity. Right? If we live in a decentralized world that we can trust in, where symbiosis and harmony and unity can be achieved, then there's an infinite potential for dreams, for all of our dreams, our best, most highest, meaningful dreams to be achieved and realized and built together without fear, in love, in harmony, in peace. Repeating myself a lot, but that's okay. Those are the important words to say out loud. So thank you for hearing them. My prayer is that you hear them and feel them and resonate with them, and you might be called to reciprocate them, and how beautiful that would be. But if you don't see it yet, if you don't hear it yet, that's okay too. It's not your time. But for many of us, it's our time. This is our time to speak up on what we see and what we believe in and what we want the world to be. So that's what we're doing. That's what cloud means to me. Giving without expectation, showing the way, pointing the spotlight on the tech. Wasn't trying to do a fucking Illuminati one finger sign there. That was an accident. That's where my mind goes because of these algos that program us with fear-based bullshit that supports the old ways that are now crumbling down, and for everyone to see. What a beautiful transition we're going through. How grateful I am to witness it. How exciting it is to witness it. How interesting it is to see it unfold. This constant innovation. Now it's uncapped innovation. Literally, like, there's no more brakes on the car. The car turned into a spaceship. There's no more cap. There's no more ceiling of progress or potential for collaboration. It's limited only by imagination and what we choose. So what do you choose? What do you choose to show up for? I choose to show up for love, for peace, for harmony, for ICP. That's what it embodies. That's what it realizes. That's what it facilitates. It's the container for first principle activity, like activity rooted in first principles. How miraculous. So what will you use it for? What will you use it for? how exciting that is we get to use it. Holy fuck. If I had it my way, if I didn't have to work to pay the bills, and I don't, I'm realizing this is my choice. This has been my paradigm that I'm, choosing to now see and transcend. But if I had it my way, I would constantly be pointing the spotlight and spreading the light on this tech, and I would be constantly using caffeine, further iterating on my ideas, exploring new ideas. I've had so much fun, so much mind-blowing experience with caffeine, in spite of the cyclical loops that we've been stuck in, because it is in beta still. It's not ready yet. That's okay. It's not supposed to be yet, but we're getting closer every day. We see it. They're shipping every day. New releases, new improvements, more scaling. There's no limit. So you can choose to FUD. You can choose to bitch that you're stuck. You can choose to demand help from Dfinity, or you can choose to show up yourself. Show up yourself. Save yourself. It was a big realization for me in the space the other night. There were many moments I didn't know what to say. I didn't have the answers. I was like, Swissy, can you essentially bail me out, back me up? And Swissy wasn't there. Swissy was sleeping. And that was a much needed lesson for me. It's time to stand on my own and speak for myself without needing a bailout. That's a choice to do that. Even if you burn, if you get burnt, if you go up in flames, that's baptism by fire. That's like the chance for rebirth itself, to learn, to correct, to adjust, to transform your old ways, transcend your old ways, right? So thank you for helping me see that, Swissy, in circumstance, timing. And I'm here to I'll be that guy that's wrong and admit that he's wrong. Admit that I don't know. That's okay. That's my role. I'm realizing now. I'm learning more and more, as much as I can, constantly, through a fire hose. It's hard to process and put it all together and deliver it naturally. That doesn't mean it doesn't feel true and right and correct and the way forward. I know it is that. So knowing that is what inspires me to show up, to put in the work, in spite of all validation. So thank you for letting me express this mission. I'm going to go a little more into the notes. I've only touched the first line, literally. I just keep ranting. So this will be fun to put out there. So this video is a prayer for humanity and the world that we choose to live in. It's also a thought experiment. Okay? We each get to actively choose which version of the world that we subscribe to. Which version of reality do you choose to show up for, participate in, speak up and out on, and subscribe to? Do you subscribe? What does subscribe mean? We're just exploring all of this in real time. We all are playing our own divine specific role, and that's what it is. It's just a role. I'm just playing a role. Cloud is just playing a role. Trevor is just playing a role. Each side of the spectrum is playing their side of the play, the theater, the act, the role, you know what I'm trying to say. So, moving on. Sometimes you're going to crash out. Sometimes you're going to blank out, space out. You're not going to know what to say, and that's okay. You just own it. That's what I'm trying to do here. Just fucking own it. Say it out loud. I don't know. And that's okay. But someone does know. And I trust that the right people will show up and support and explain and help us move forward together. That is the impetus that we do all this on. That faith, right? That's why Dfinity doesn't market. They don't have to market. They've had faith all along that we will see it and realize that it is us. we have the opportunity to use it and be the marketing through the usage, through the collaboration, through just like simply demonstration itself, like demonstrating that it works, demonstrating the potential for harmony, for collaboration, for unity, for these walls to be erased, broken down, transcended. So yeah, I've been getting, future is a choice. How do we want to show up for ourselves every day? How do we choose to show up for ourselves? Do we expect someone to save us? Do we expect divinity to swoop in and save us? Or is it up to us to get off our ass and show up and save ourselves? That's the question. I think it's the latter. I think it doesn't work without the latter. I don't think it works. That's why it hasn't worked, quote unquote. That's why we haven't seen the validation that we all want and are, have been desperate for. Because we haven't made this conscious choice to be all of this, to support, share, water all of this, water this garden. Water this beautiful, infinite, decentralized garden that we've just stumbled upon thanks to the grace of Dom, thanks to the grace of the universe, and everyone who felt aligned, compelled to contribute, everyone who is compelled to align with and contribute to. Grace. Thank you. Grace. Gratitude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That we see it. That there is hope for the way forward. Okay, here we go. This is the meat that I'm finally getting to after 37 minutes. So again, I've been getting in the way of my own self for way too long now. Been getting in the way of myself for a long time now. Letting the fear of being incorrect or not ready, unprepared, not worthy, all this, to keep me from showing up at all or speaking out at all. It's important to say it. It's important to realize it. Say it out loud. If we are alive, is it not our duty to express ourselves, express our truth, choose to show up and express our truth? If we don't choose to do that, are we even alive? Are we even alive at all? Or are we foregoing our lives, our livelihood, our life? If we don't speak up, if we choose to acquiesce and stay silent, in spite of knowing that a better truth could have existed, a brighter world could have existed, a more harmonious world could have existed, in spite of knowing that, you just didn't have the balls to show up. It's a choice. I can't live with the latter. I can't live with myself if I forego my choice and opportunity to show up and share this truth. So that's what we're doing. Recognizing this choice, sharing gratitude for this choice. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm burning out here. I've been, like I said, we're going on 2.5 days of assisted fasting, I would say. But we got this. What else is on the list? I haven't even scratched the surface of the script, quote unquote. It's my note. It's more like a poem. I started writing a poem that turned into, more elaborative notes, and now is a clusterfuck. Okay. Where was I? So which future, which side of the future do you choose to align with and participate in? We have the doomer future that's very prevalent right now. That's one side, one version of the future where we can't trust AI. We're scared of AI. AI doesn't have our best interests in mind. Where it's domination-based, surveillance-based, scary shit, like the Orwellian nightmare, that type shit. That's one side that could come about with AI and robotics. So do you choose? But there's another, thank God there's another side to this coin. There's a potential for a decentralized future. There's a potential for a brighter, harmonious, unitive, collaborative future. That's literally what ICP is. It was built on truth as its own. It's like the chi. The life force of the protocol is truth. And it allows for us. So now there's an option that allows us to trust AI and not have to be scared of AI or robots. And we know they got our back and we're all in this together and it's all good and there's more than enough and we can share and collaborate and work together to build our dreams of peace, prosperity, and boundless potential. That's what this means. That's what this means. So which side of the future do you choose to speak up on? It's your choice. You get to see the whole spectrum and then choose. Those of us who are fortunate enough to see the whole spectrum, who have the opportunity to see the whole spectrum, have the opportunity to choose as well. And the choice is literally reality itself. That choice is reality itself. It's just the nature of this world, right? Moment by moment, choice by choice. Which version of the future do you choose to align with and participate in? Now we can, so mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, they're all scared of AI, right? Maybe not everyone, but lots of them. They don't have to be. We can explain that to them now. This is our role now. We have to take this message, this reality, this knowledge, and distribute it in our local communities. One person at a time, one conversation at a time. One crash and burn at a time. Most people aren't going to get it. Most people aren't going to understand. Most people aren't going to want to participate or buy in. And that's okay. That's okay. Not their time yet. We'll get there. Because we're all getting there. If this is what we want, collectively. If we want to be able to live in peace and relax, a relaxed state, a grateful state, an equitable, balanced state. If this is our choice, and it has to be a choice, it will be so. This is my prayer. So this is me choosing that reality, not the doomer reality. The peaceful reality, rooted in truth and love and abundance, real abundance. How good does that feel to know it's possible? Real abundance. It's possible. It's been here all along. The walls I was talking about earlier of fear got in the way of abundance, closed us all off from the potential to help each other get to peace. get to prosperity, get to harmony, get to love, collaboration. We walled ourselves up, and now it's time to act differently, live differently, see things differently, and bust through the fucking walls like the Kool-Aid man. That's my choice. That's my mission. That's what I'm showing up for. We can all do it together. We show up together with a shared mission, shared goals, shared vision, shared potential, individual potential, autonomous potential, sovereign potential that we can know is right and feel good about and feel proud of. Imagine if you didn't speak up. Imagine if you forego this prospect for the future. If you saw it, but you didn't have the balls to stand up for it, how would you feel? How would you live with yourself? Would you be able to live with yourself? So that's my new realization, is that I am infinitely blessed to be able to have the opportunity to show up and speak this truth and share this technology, wisdom, potential for the future. And it's not about me. That's the thing. This will be here long before. This will be here. That's the thing. This will be here long after I'm around, or any of us is around. It's so much bigger than any one of us. That's what makes it so special, so important, and so worth doing. Like, put that shit on my tombstone. Put that on my tombstone. That's what he stood up for and spoke about. Put it on the tombstone. Even if it comes at a cost, whatever the cost, it's worth it. Because you know, eternally, you did the right thing. That's what this is all about. Wild. What a trip. That's what this is all about. How do you show up? Which world do you show up in consciously? With love. With gratitude. That we get to do it. If you get to do it, you get to work, you get to do work, that means you're alive. Right? And now we are free to choose the type of work that we get to do that's meaningful for us. Maybe for the first time in history. So what's it mean to you? What's meaningful to you? What work is worth doing for you? And I think I've made it clear what my newfound mission and calling is to do. Speak up on this stuff, all of it. So thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Maybe I just post this whole raw, no editing, because I've been getting stuck with the editing over and over. I can't get this damn phone to hold still. There we go. It's like a pseudo magnet in the back of my phone, and I have a magnet stand in the car, and I just haven't. Need to replace the magnet. Haven't got around to it, so here we are. And that's okay. Imperfection is perfection. That's what I'm learning through all of this. Imperfection is perfection, and the work is worth doing no matter what. It's more worth doing than ever. You can't do it if you're bound by perfectionism or the fear of not being perfect. Then nothing is done, right? So that's what we're getting at here. Okay, it's just not gonna hold. I'm gonna have to hold it for myself with my hands. Oh. All right, holding it with my hands. Here we go, proceeding. What a trip. Oh, I just wanted to speak on the leap of faith aspect of all this, and we got to give it to Dom for taking the leap of faith, for taking the punches, for taking the punches over and over and over again from day one, since before day one, right? Like since conception. Punches, roadblocks, friction, doubt, suppression. He keeps building. He keeps showing up. The team keeps showing up. What a miracle. Thank you for showing up for us. Thank you for showing up for us, Dom and Co. All y'all. Everyone who's contributed. Everyone who criticizes, thank you for showing up. Helping us refine it. Improve it. See what needs to be changed. Thank you for showing up. We all play our own individual, distinct, unique role of the spectrum, right? We want the haters to speak their truths because there's no such thing as, everyone's truth is truth in a sense. So how can we account for all facets and sides of the truth? This is God, essentially, right? Like all the pieces of the fractal, the sum of all the pieces of the fractal, like that equates the one, right? That equates one. Totality, the monad, right? So everyone is welcome. Everyone's voice needs to be heard. Not just deserves, but needs to be heard for the sake of truth, for the sake of balance, for the sake of progress, for the sake of the potential to collaborate. So yeah. What else we got here? There's so much more. Oh, can't be afraid to take punches. Just like Dom. You're the fucking man, Dom. You're the fucking man. He's not afraid to take punches. That's manning up. That's how you man up. That's how you show up in spite of it all. Like, maybe to man up is to show up. Take the punches. Roll with the punches. Now we're rolling with the punches, I think. They're not landing anymore. We've been moving with the punches so long that we're pretty fucking good at dodging the punches now. And it's getting to the point where the people throwing the punches aren't, like, they're realizing it's not worth their time and energy to throw the punches when we can just play basketball together instead. How's that for a dream? If all these walls come down, we can all play basketball together, regardless of what team we think we're on. Regardless of our labels and where we live, culture. Like, harmony can be achieved. So let's ball. All the chains can build together, come together and collaborate together and dream together and build anything they want and use whatever assets they want, whatever they're, what they hold and what they're big fans of, they can integrate into whatever apps they can dream of. How special is that? And this goes for the most important problems in the world. Like, it's all fun and games when I'm talking about playing poker with your boys on Ethereum and Solana, right? But we're talking about, like, solving the world's most important problems. We're talking about solving the world's most important problems here with this technology. It's just too early to be a reality, but the time is now, and that's what we're speaking up about. All the healthcare problems that need to be solved with truth. The food chain, providence issues. Ownership of media, our artwork. All this stuff is so important, especially to distinct communities and, especially to distinct groups of people, like the musicians. They've been getting raped and exploited, extracted their entire tenure through the system, at least. Speaking on, big tech in the system and how music's been distributed thus far, they've been getting fucked, and they don't have to anymore. Musicians don't have to anymore. They can retain their artwork. They can retain the profits of the beauty they've put into the world so selflessly. Okay, I'm glitching out. I'm getting a little winded here. Going 55 minutes straight. But this is such a major deal. Like, every music is just the tiniest fraction of the spectrum of narratives this applies to, right? But we all know musicians who'd be stoked on this. But this applies for every industry in the world. Every industry in the world. We face the same problems with. All these same problems of Web 2 and division, extraction-based models, all this stuff applies to every sector of industry in the entire matrix. And so now we can bring healing to these, to these like splits, to these severances. Like we can heal these severances, the disconnection, the tribalism, the division, all that. It was all an illusion to begin with. It's all fear-based. It's all scarcity-based. Right? We don't have to live that way. We can live in abundance. We choose abundance now. We choose abundant systems now. We choose equitable systems now. Peaceful systems. Systems that facilitate all of these first principles. That's what we've been gifted. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, Divinity. Thank you to everyone who's contributed. Old and new. Past and future. Thank you. Great job. What a beautiful job. What a miraculous, remarkable, inconceivable job you've done. Thank you. And it's just getting started. It hasn't even been born. We're in the gestation period. We're in the womb. We haven't even been born, but I think it's time to be born. I think our time has come. And it happens by us speaking up, sharing our truths. Period. Choose which side of the future you want to be on. You have to choose. If you don't choose, are you even alive? Are you foregoing your livelihood? Are you foregoing your spirit? Are you foregoing your purpose? I choose not to. I choose to show up and speak it. Show up for this mission. Speak my truth. Hope it resonates. I pray. This is all a prayer. This entire video is a prayer for humanity, for the world, for life. All versions of life. All dimensions of life. All worlds. This is my prayer. Thank you for listening. Thank you for letting me share. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for showing up with me. I've never been more at peace with all of this. Just seeing it clearly. How exciting that we get to share that sentiment. And if you don't share that sentiment, that's okay too. I want to hear, roast me in the comments. Roast me in the comments. Trevor, do your roast video about me, bro. In all coals. Like, I'm here for it. I'm not afraid to be roasted, especially when I don't know the truth. The full truth, or the full technical elaboration of the truth, right? Roast me. Let me know. Let me grow. Let me learn. How else am I supposed to see it and learn? So thank you for roasting me. We all have to have the humility. We have to embody the humility to not be scared to fuck up and be called out for it. Big one. Big lesson here. So it's okay to get roasted. It's important. It's healthy. It's purifying to see from all sides of the spectrum. So I'm grateful for that opportunity. What else we got? We're at an hour. Riffing for an hour. There's way more on this list. Thank you. Thank you for listening. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm crashing out. All the love, all the peace, all the joy, all the unity, all the harmony, all the happiness, all the prosperity, all the abundance. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's share it. Let's choose it. Let's choose this future together. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Peace.